birds flying high. You know how I feel. Sun in the sky.
I don't want to get mushy, but when you see the list of people that are going to be here this weekend, a bunch of them are here right now, it's overwhelming and it's emotional because they did a lot to put this weekend aside. And I'm looking over there now, and some of my good friends are just laughing at me making this effort to be thankful. Some of them are not even paying attention, like Jerry Reinsdorf. I'm talking to Bob, and
I heard everything you got to say.
I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
And success can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. What I've concluded and what I define as success is my children need to have empathy, because a child learns more from what they see than what you tell them. If they learn empathy, I'm a successful father.
Separate female athletes from male athletes. I'm an athlete, and I'm really, really proud of the progress in the women's athletic world, but I'm an athlete, and that's where there's so much pride in that. I looked at the poster for this event, and I see Dennis Eckersley back there, and I'm such a fan. And I'm so proud to be part of this group. Whether you're a coach, whether you're an athlete, whatever you are, I'm just really honored.
Tony gets into this thing when we try to do stuff to raise money for ARF. He just absolutely crucifies me because I shoot birds. I'm a bird hunter, and Tony is a lover of every animal. He likes rattlesnakes. Here's what Jimmy Brown should always be remembered for. Not the touchdowns he scored, the honors that he won, championships or anything. Not one time in his career as a football player with the ball in his hands did Jimmy Brown ever step out of bounds. When he got within the sideline, it was a simple turn and head upfield as far as he could go. And I think that's a great lesson for all of us. Don't step out of bounds.
You see, because Red and I used to always talk about, if we hit a bad streak, we never talk about what we did wrong. What we talk about was what we did right when we were playing good.
And do that all the time.
Yeah, that's it.
The worst thing that happened to me on Kwajalein, it was a big disappointment. They had 6 men on the panel, 6 officers in white uniforms, gold braid, table full of goodies. They wouldn't offer us any unless you answered their questions properly. And then out of the 6 officers, one of them said, "Lieutenant Lamperini, I'm a Trojan." He said, when you were entering history in the fall of '36, I had just graduated. And he was the most obnoxious of the 6. I couldn't believe he was a Trojan. We believe in excellency in education, excellency in sports, and excellency in morals. So I finally had to come to the conclusion that he was a 3rd-year transfer from UCLA. I just won't go on the air. We're playing UCLA tomorrow. I don't want to inspire them.
Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. For me. You know how I feel.
So that got us thinking, and I'm really pleased to tell you that a significant portion of the money that's raised this weekend is going to programs that ARF is developing. We're going to have a turnkey number of companion animals that we provide to veterans with emotional issues. When I say turnkey, our goal is to provide a pet that we have brought into our system and we've checked them out, temperament tested, gone to the clinic, give them the chip so they can be found if they're lost, and also provide veterinarian care for the vet so you don't have to reach in his pocket because they're certainly not, most of them are not doing economically very well. So
Jim Brown also will say he will tackle you across this room for $1,000. You stand there, Jim Brown will run at you and throw you down. Jim Brown personal experience. All right, everybody, thank you for bidding on all the things. Thank you, Courtney, for your help. Tony, take it away.
George Lopez. He had to double his fee the last time he helped us. 2 times 0 is 0. Thank you, George.